Okay, so like everyone's talking about crypto, right?
Yeah,
It's everywhere. It's like impossible to ignore.
absolutely.
And it's changing so fast. It's like you blink and you've missed like a whole new
You
trend.
miss it completely.
And I think a lot of people are just like overwhelmed trying to like keep up with it all.
Right.
They just want like the need to know information.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do today, like a deep dive into the crypto world.
Yeah, deep dive.
Cutting through the noise to
Yeah.
give you like the most important stuff.
Absolutely.
And trust me, there's a lot to unpack, from big financial institutions making major moves
Yeah.
to like regulatory changes to companies doing some pretty surprising things with crypto.
Surprising for sure.
So let's jump right in. What's got your attention lately in this world?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing is like how much more serious traditional finance is getting about crypto. I mean, we're seeing these like major institutions really stepping in.
Yeah, like Fidelity filing for a Solana ETF. That's huge, right? Like we were just getting used to Bitcoin ETFs.
Right.
And now Solana's in the mix. Why Solana? What's so special about it right now?
Well, it's interesting because Solana is like a different kind of blockchain
Okay.
than Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's got some like technical advantages that make it really appealing for certain uses.
Okay.
And I think this move by Fidelity, it's through the CME BZX, by the way,
Right.
really suggests there's a growing interest in these kind of alternative blockchains.
Interesting.
And I think it's not just about the technology. There's this sense that the regulatory landscape is shifting
Yeah.
a little bit, maybe becoming a bit more open to different types of crypto investments.
So more opportunities, potentially.
Potentially, yeah.
And speaking of big institutions, BlackRock is also making some moves.
Oh, absolutely.
They launched a European Bitcoin ETP, and it's got a crazy low fee, like 0.15%.
Yeah, that's incredibly low.
And Coinbase is handling the custody.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So basically, BlackRock is making it super easy and cheap for people in Europe to get into Bitcoin.
That's exactly it. I mean, they're really lowering the barrier to entry.
Yeah.
You've got a huge name like BlackRock with a tiny fee
Right.
and a really trustworthy custodian like Coinbase. It's going to make Bitcoin way more accessible.
To people who might have been hesitant before.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's not just about Bitcoin for BlackRock. They're also expanding their BUIDL fund to include Solana.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
So it's like they're doubling down on this whole Solana thing.
Yeah. It seems like they really believe in the underlying technology. I mean, if you connect this to the ETF filing,
Right.
it suggests that they see Solana as like a key part of the future of finance.
Oh.
All this talk about Solana's speed and how it can be used for tokenized RWAs, real-world assets.
Okay.
Basically using blockchain to represent things like real estate or stocks.
Oh, I see.
I think BlackRock sees Solana as a really important platform for all of that.
So it's not just about the hype, it's about the actual tech.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've got these financial giants jumping in.
Yeah.
But what about companies that are like already established? Are they getting in on the crypto action?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We're seeing some really interesting moves there, too.
Like KULR, they just bought another $5 million worth of Bitcoin.
Yep.
And they're not even trying to be subtle about it. They're like straight up saying they're copying MicroStrategy's playbook.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
So basically they're saying Bitcoin is a valuable asset.
Right.
And we're going to hold on to it.
It's part of their long-term strategy.
Yeah. And I think that kind of transparency could actually encourage other companies to do the same.
I think so. Especially if Bitcoin keeps performing well.
And then there's GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
The OG meme stock.
Right.
They're holding Bitcoin now, too.
That's right. They've got tons of cash on hand.
They do like $4.76 billion.
Yeah. And their stock actually went up a bit after the news.
Yeah, 5.7%.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with it.
Could this be like a whole new chapter for them?
Yeah, maybe it's a way to connect with a different kind of customer.
Right.
Or just diversify their holdings.
Yeah, it's definitely a bold move.
For sure.
But it's not just about companies buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The whole regulatory landscape is evolving, too.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Like in Kentucky, they just passed a law that's super friendly to crypto.
Yeah. It's a really interesting law.
It protects people who want to manage their own crypto.
Self-custody.
Right.
Yeah.
And it also makes things easier for miners and stakers.
Yeah. It seems like they're really trying to create a good environment for crypto businesses.
And for individuals who want to like take control of their own assets.
Absolutely.
So that's a big step.
It's a sign that governments are starting to like understand and embrace the decentralized nature of crypto.
Yeah.
It's not just about trying to shut it down anymore.
And we're also seeing new stablecoins popping up.
Yeah, like USD1 from World Liberty Financial.
Right. It's fully backed. It's available on like a bunch of different blockchains.
Ethereum, BSC.
They even talked about the push for clearer crypto laws.
Yeah, it seems like stablecoins are becoming more and more crucial.
Yeah, because they make it easier to actually use crypto for transactions.
Exactly. And they can help bridge the gap between traditional finance and the crypto world.
And then there's this really interesting partnership between the CME Group and Google Cloud.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
They're exploring tokenization.
Which is basically using blockchain to represent traditional assets.
Okay.
Like stocks, bonds, real estate.
So this is about like the future of how our financial system works.
Yeah. Potentially it could lead to faster, cheaper settlements. 24/7 trading.
That would be a game changer.
It would be huge. I mean, it could really transform the way traditional finance operates.
Okay, so we've got big institutions getting involved, companies buying crypto, new laws, stable coins, tokenization. Like, it's a lot.
It is. It's a lot to keep track of.
But what about the market itself?
Oh, yeah.
Is it like keeping up with all this change?
Well, on the one hand, you've got eToro filing to go public on NASDAQ.
After a really good year.
Yeah, they've had huge revenue growth.
Like $12.6 billion.
Yeah, and they're looking to raise like $400 million.
With a valuation of $4.5 billion.
That's massive.
So that shows you how much the crypto exchange space is growing.
Absolutely.
But then you've got Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
The Dogecoin Foundation just bought a bunch of DOGE.
10 million Doge.
Yeah, to support its payments push.
Yeah. They're really trying to make it a usable currency.
But the price of DOGE has actually gone down like 30% since January.
Even with all the hype.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that crypto can still be super volatile.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a market driven by sentiment speculation.
Yeah, and news and all sorts of things.
Exactly. It could change really quickly.
So we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Big institutions getting more serious about crypto. Companies using it for their finances.
Yeah.
New laws being passed.
Absolutely.
And the market's still full of surprises.
As always.
So what do you think, like, what's the next big thing going to be in crypto?
That's a great question.
What opportunities or challenges are going to come out of all of this?
I'd love to hear what our listeners think.
Yeah, what do you think?
What are you seeing out there?
Share your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, let us know.
Hopefully this deep dive has given you a better sense of what's going on in the crypto world right now.
A little less overwhelming, hopefully.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, and if you found this helpful, please subscribe.
And share it with your friends.
We'll be back next time with another deep dive.
See you then.
Bye.